What's up, residents? It's your mayor of DangerVille, Alistair here, and we're bringing you some tasty Godzilla lore, and this time we're delving into the Devil with 3 Heads. This kaiju is arguably considered Godzilla's arch-nemesis and was first seen in the 1964 film Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster. Yes, the film where Ghidorah shoots Godzilla in the kaiju balls. Look at him go! A being of unimaginable power, capable of flattening planets. This kaiju was responsible for the total destruction of all life on the planet Venus, which was once home to an advanced alien civilization. And following this, sets target for Earth, and this sadistic, evil monster wants nothing more than to see our planet crumble. It won't be happy until all life in the galaxy has been wiped out, leaving Ghidorah as the dominant organism of the universe. This titan has gone on to be a fan favorite, being the antagonist of 9 monster movies, 10 if you count Mechagodzilla being possessed by the soul of Ghidorah in Godzilla vs Kong, as well as several TV shows like Godzilla Island and Zone Fighter. But did you know there was an appearance of this titanic beast that you may not have seen? Well, hidden in this little unknown place called Japan, there is a theme park, and in this theme park is a 4D cinematic experience, and this 4D cinematic experience is Godzilla vs Evangelion, the real 4D, and yes, it's as cool as it sounds. Launched in 2019, this Universal Studios ride was a collaboration between Hideaki Anno's 2 projects, Evangelion and Shin Godzilla, and in it is a newly redesigned Shin Ghidorah that may have one of, if not the best designs of this kaiju. The plot for the film goes as such. Taking place after the events of the Second Impact, mysterious cosmic waves are witnessed all across the country. A government observation team takes a tour through Osaka 3 in a GLAUX vehicle. Initially, everything's going smoothly until Godzilla suddenly appears and knocks the vehicle out the sky. And before it's crushed by Godzilla's foot, Evangelion Unit 01, piloted by Shinichi Ikari, comes to the rescue. 2 others arrive to the scene to defend the city from the King of the Monsters, although he shrugs off their attacks as if they were nothing, swatting them away as if they were flies. Godzilla charges up his deadly purple atomic breath, but instead of firing it at the EVA units, it blasts it into the sky, which makes impact with something. Through the fireball comes King Ghidorah. Now, what's first striking about this new design is that he looks nothing like what came before. Monsterverse Ghidorah looked like an upgraded Showa Ghidorah, but this is completely new. If anything, it appears to take inspiration from the original Ghidorah concept art, where the legs are further up the body, almost acting as arms that drag its large tail behind itself. His necks are much girthier than iterations seen before, as if it's a monster that has the capabilities to swallow entire monsters whole, and the enormous wings outstretched like that of a beetle, giving this Ghidorah an overall familiar and animalistic yet alien identity. The heads are covered in thick spikes with a crescent moon on top of the forehead. The teeth overlap the lips, and with its pale white eyes, it gives this design an almost demonic look. Just below the heads, we can see it has the same hair-like tendrils seen on Showa Ghidorah, which is something I missed from the legendary design. Fun fact, this design was originally going to have the hair, but it was cut last minute. One shot remains in the film where you can actually still see the hair. In terms of powers, Shin Ghidorah can of course fly, majestically gliding through the air with its head slithering around like snakes. And what would Ghidorah be without his gravity beams? But these are unlike any version of the ability seen before. This beam actually manipulates gravity. Yes, you can see the buildings around him start flying up before he uses telekinetic powers to throw them at Godzilla, incapacitating him, for the moment at least. Also demonstrated in the encounter between Ghidorah and Godzilla is the shield that is used to deflect Godzilla's purple atomic ray. Similar to legendary Ghidorah, Shin Ghidorah appears to create a perpetual storm with its presence, with storm clouds thick enough to cover the sun as lightning shoots down all around him. The EVA units try to take Ghidorah down, but are unable to do so, as Ghidorah overpowers the 3 of them. But as they attack, Godzilla rises up from the rubble to continue their fight. Godzilla charges up his atomic energy once again, but uses his dorsal beams point-blank directly at Ghidorah, which knocks him away, giving Godzilla the opportunity to blast the cosmic demon with his atomic breath, until he runs out of radiation and becomes immobilized, like what we saw in Shin Godzilla. Ghidorah takes the opportunity to attack the paralyzed Godzilla, firing his gravity beams at the king of the monsters. But this appears to only recharge Godzilla as he begins to glow again. He fires upon Ghidorah and the two engage in a beam clash. But Godzilla's beam appears to be gaining ground as he overpowers Ghidorah, until it strikes him, bursting his head in a blinding fiery explosion that engulfs the city. The Devil with Three Heads has been defeated, and Godzilla returns to the ocean to rest once again, leaving Osaka 3 and the EVA units behind. The Godzilla vs Evangelion 4D experience played in Universal from May 31st to August 25th, 2019, so for those wanting to experience the ride, it's unfortunately no longer at the park. So the closest we can get is this shaky, blurry cam recording. But even through these, we get an idea on how epic this fight was and how great this design of Ghidorah could have been if only it was featured in a properly released film. Though this isn't the only 4D Godzilla ride that's been in Japanese theme parks, there's one that's still available that also features a new Ghidorah design. But that's a story for another day. What do you think about Shin Ghidorah's design? Do you like it, or is it too different from the cosmic horror we've known throughout the years? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you want more Godzilla content, then subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of DangerVille today. Be sure to give this video a Kong-sized thumbs up if you want more lore videos. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you residents in the next one.